Motsire Mosiane from SALF, that's the South African Liberty Foundation chairperson, joining us here on the phone line. Good morning to you. Thank you for joining us. So talk us through your reaction to the judge's order that was handed down.
Well, what seems to be prevailing here is nothing else but the settlement of the dust. The dust is settling, logic prevails, our constitution is going to be respected by all. DA thinks that it can win the political mindset of South Africans via courts. You can't do that. You win the politics of South Africa by vote. Now, all in all, the regime change that has been pursued by the DA, and more particularly using the office of the then public protector, Thuli Madonsela, to fight political battles, seems to be coming to an end. What the judge is saying is that simple, and you can't run from that fact, that there is separation of power. There is no way in which one of the parties or one of the pillars of our constitution can dictate what the other should do. Can't do that. We've got to respect the separation, and we've got to also respect our constitution. There's been a hurrah baloo, a noise made by those who want to pursue what we can call the regime change. They're failing now because there is a stumbling block, and that stumbling block is our law. We all voted for our law, we all voted for our constitution. If you want to change it, you've got to change it by two-thirds majority, you've got to change it in other mechanisms, but politically you've got to change it like that. You can't just want to change the regime of South Africa via courts. It will not happen. So the courts have stayed the proceedings and they respect a process that is unfolding, follow it through, but also hint it out to everybody else and say, note in your mind that in this country there is a separation of power. That's what simply this judgment says, and those are the utterances and the remarks that are made by the judge. And say, look forward, but you've got to note, a fact remains, we as the judges will never dictate that there should be an amendment of the constitution in this regard.
Well, clearly you are happy regarding this judgment that's been handed down, so you do believe that it actually is the president's prerogative to appoint a judicial commission of inquiry, and according to his own rules, not according to what is dictated by the public protector.
Correct. It can never be dictated by one arm of the state to dictate to the other. So the public protector can never dictate to the president that how he should appoint, whom he should appoint. That prerogative lies squarely in the hands and in the office of the president. That is simple as that. Now, hello?
Yes, continue. I'm listening.
Yes. The need and the requirements that was there was nothing else but wanting to use the office because of the public protector. If one can recall, this was a hush-hush made up what you call findings by the public protector. Just before she leaves her office, she just put this recommendations. She makes these recommendations to the president just few days before she could leave, but she forgot that rules will always apply. Now the dust has settled, logic will prevail, and the law will apply in this instance.
Well, thank you so much for joining us here on Ground Report. That was Motsire Mosiane, the South African Liberty